Hello, youngsters. You're welcome to another episode of the Youngsters Bible Club. How are you doing? Today, we have an interesting topic. It's actually a virtue, the virtue gratitude. We'll be looking at how we can show gratitude. The topic says showing gratitude. So at the end of this lesson, you're going to learn what gratitude is, how you can show gratitude, and the benefits of showing gratitude. Now, let's delve into our character profiling for today. Now listen to the following clues. They are 10 in number. Yes, you heard me right, 10 in number. They are noticeably disfigured, stigmatized and isolated. They were in a hopeless situation and had to rely on alms to survive. In fact, they suffered from the deadly and contagious disease called leprosy. You know who they are? 1, 2, the 10 lepers. Did you get that? I hope you did. Yes, we'll be talking about the 10 lepers today and what they had to do with showing gratitude. So, we're going to learn about gratitude using a story from the Bible featuring a Samaritan leper. We're actually talking about the 10 of them, but we'll be zooming down on the Samaritan leper. Let's go into our memory verse for today. It's taken from 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 18. You repeat after me. 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 18. Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. So you have to memorize that, okay? We have to give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for us in Christ Jesus. You got that right? Good. So what is gratitude? What is gratitude? Gratitude is a special feeling we have when we are thankful for something or someone. It's basically when you are thankful, okay? Gratitude is important because it helps us appreciate what we have and to show kindness to others. That's what gratitude is. So what are the key words? It's a feeling of being grateful, or being thankful, or being appreciative of something or someone, and helps you to appreciate what you have and to show others kindness. Good. So it's story time. Say story time. So Jesus was traveling between Samaria and Galilee, and when he entered the village, he saw 10 men who had leprosy. Like I told you, it's a contagious disease. Alright? And this disease is a very terrible one. Like I said before, the disease is a contagious one. And what does it mean contagious? It means it can move from one person to another with contact. When you have contact with the person, you touch the person, or you have any physical contact with the person, you can contract the disease. So these men are not only sick, but they are isolated. They are isolated. They are taken away from their communities because of the nature of this disease, and they were to wear like the rules they gave them in Israel. They had to wear clothes that are torn in the limbs and the upper part. Why? So that they can warn others to keep a due distance from them. You can imagine being in a situation where you're begging for alms, you are asking someone to help you, and your condition is saying, keep away from me. So I don't know how. It's a very terrible place to be. And these leprous men, 10 of them, they stood at a distance and cried out to Jesus. They called out to him, asking for mercy. And when Jesus saw them, he asked them to go and show themselves to the priest. That's the law, the Mosaic law, the law of Moses. Go and show yourself to the priest. And miraculously they obeyed. They didn't say, just heal us already. Why go show ourselves to the priest? Because you are meant to show yourself to the priest when you have been healed. But these men just obeyed. I believe they had faith in Jesus. That's why they obeyed. And as they were on their way, as they obeyed, they were on their way, they found out that their leprosy was gone. They were miraculously healed. However, only one of them, and it was a Samaritan. A Samaritan, when I mean a Samaritan, means a foreigner, was not a Jew. He returned to Jesus, praising God in a loud voice. We are told that he threw himself at the feet of Jesus, thanking him for his healing. And Jesus asked, were not all 10 cleansed? Jesus was like, didn't the 10 of you receive your healing? Where are the other 9? And why is it that you are the only one, a foreigner for that matter, who came back to give praise to God? Then Jesus said to him, I guess the man will be like, I don't know. I saw that I was healed and I ran back to say thank you. Then Jesus said to him, rise and go. Your faith has made you well. Wow, what does that mean? It means that Jesus perfected his healing. He made it permanent. Okay? Now let's talk about the 9 lepers who went their way. I can imagine their joy. They couldn't wait to return to their families and friends and probably get jobs, earn a living, and quit roaming the street as beggars. The miracle brought an end to the old way of life. The miracle brought an end to their old way of life and opened the door for a new way of life where they could get jobs, they could mix up with other people. So they were so much in a hurry to be reintegrated into the society that they forgot to show gratitude to the one who made it possible in the first place. So, what are the lessons to be learned from this story? Number 1, like the Samaritan, let's learn to recognize the blessings in our lives, whether big or small, and be thankful for them. Okay, he recognized that he had been healed and he had to run back to thank the person that made it possible in the first place. So we must learn to recognize the blessings in our life, the blessings of life, that we have good health, that we can eat 3 square meals or even more is a blessing, that we have clothes on our body, that we can go to school is a blessing, because some other children don't have these opportunities or privileges. Then number 2, we must express our thanks. We must show your gratitude in action. Some people will say, I'm grateful, but they won't say anything. Like the other 9 lepers, they were grateful because we were told that they were rejoicing and leaping for joy and all that, but they did not express it. Okay? So we must learn to say thank you like that Samaritan did. It could be a note, a thank you note. It could be genuflecting. It could be taking a bow. Just we must show it. We must express our gratitude. It must be simple words like, I appreciate you, I'm grateful, God bless you. So we must learn to what? Express our gratitude. Then, number 3, showing gratitude prevents you from having a sense of entitlement or self-centeredness. What does that mean? It helps you to know that the little things or the big things you enjoy, they are not your rights, but they are just privileges. Okay? So it helps you to check every sense of entitlement. Alright? Because you know that it's just by privilege that you're enjoying, that you have life. It's by privilege that you have good health. It's by privilege that you have family and friends who love you and care about you. So number 4, it brings satisfaction and contentment. Okay? When you are grateful, you just be satisfied. Even though it's a little blessing, you are okay. And it will also help you to love Jesus. When you are a grateful child, you're a grateful teenager, it will help you love Jesus, especially after knowing the price he paid for your salvation, what he did for you on the cross of Calvary. You'll be able to appreciate Jesus better and love him. And finally, it helps children, it helps you to keep record of God's goodness and faithfulness. And this will make him to keep blessing you, to make God to keep blessing you. When you are grateful, you're always being reminded of God's faithfulness, the good things he has done. And you thank him for that. And by doing that, God will keep releasing these blessings to you. Okay, so our call to action, what are we to do with this knowledge you have learned from today's story? You have to learn to express gratitude every day. Use words like thank you, I'm grateful, I appreciate you, well done, God bless you. Okay, let's learn to use such words because they show gratitude. Now let's take our affirmations for today. Are we ready? Number 1, I'm thankful for the blessings of God in my life. Say that. I am grateful for my family and friends who support and encourage me. I appreciate the challenges I face as they help me become stronger and wiser. So youngsters, the summary of today's Bible gist is that we must covet the virtue gratitude because it helps us to appreciate what we have, to be contented with what we have, as well as to show kindness to others. Therefore, if you find this material helpful, I want you to like, share, and subscribe for more wholesome Bible content. Until I come your way again, I want you to take care of yourself to the best of your ability. Endeavor to show gratitude and remember that Jesus is always counting on you. Bye for now.